year's 1879, but the history's not our own. Everything changed on July 3rd, 1863, during the Battle of Gettysburg. The dead rose up, the shadows darkened, and a reckoning had begun. Humanity's worst nightmares now walked the waking world. Everything seemed to be headed to hell in a handbasket. Humanity, however, was more resilient than the terrors expected. A secret war began between the darkness and those who would stand against it. A few sturdy folks from all walks of life, from school moms to nuns, from snake oil salesmen to steadfast soldiers, and children to old coots, have risen up to stand between their fellow humans and creatures born in the very pits of hell. Some were fated to fall, but others stood firm. For the next hour or so, sit back and listen to the stories of horror and heroism, recounting of the sacrifices these unsung heroes have made. Enjoy these tales from the Deadlands. Be warned, however, these tales are not for the faint of heart.
Hello, and welcome to a special episode of Tales from the Deadlands. Brought to you by our favorite coffee maker, Poppets Coffee. Head on over to poppetscoffee.com to pick up some of the best coffee in the world, and they ship it anywhere in North America. Now, this is kind of a serious episode because if you all remember, in the last episode, the posse saw Daisy's aunt holding aloft Daisy's heart in her hand. But then we got to the situation that Daisy is currently in, where she wakes up to her mother gently shaking her and calling her name. And that's exactly where we're going to pick up. So, Daisy, you're lying there in bed, and you start to come awake, and Mum is shaking you. Daisy, hurry! We have to get moving. It's almost time to go.
But where are we going?
Oh, to the funeral, child. To the funeral.
What?
Yes, hurry. Get up and put your Sunday finest on. And then we're going to meet everybody else there at the church.
I'm going to, sit up, open my eyes. You said this is my mom talking to me.
Yes.
My mom, I just had a weird dream. There was lots of bad train rides and someone named Chuck and where are we going?
We have to go to the funeral, child.
Whose?
Well, it's the 7th one this week.
What?
Yes. Worry not, though. It won't take long.
Where are we?
Well, you're home, Daisy.
Is it my home?
And as you look around, at first glance, it definitely looks like your home. But as you're looking, give me a notice check.
Okay. Give me a sec. I haven't played in like a million years again. Because last game I played, we were being attacked by a bear. Or maybe that was just a dream. You said a
That could
notice?
be anything. Yes, a notice.
And oh. What if I want it to roll for me?
Go to settings.
That's fine. I'll just roll on here.
Okay.
So it's 2d6.
That's what it appears to be.
I can't pick up this one set of dice.
The
D4
Deadlands.
of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is the Deadlands dice.
What do we get? Oh,
Did I do that right?
you did. And you even John Doomed it.
I don't know what that means.
Pulling a John Doom is when you roll an ace on your first roll and immediately follow it up with a 1.
Oh,
The good
who's
news
John
is
Doom?
he is, a lot of our fans will know him. He is a writer and contributor to All Things Pinnacle.
And what? He has a special rule that says you actually fail if you do that?
Oh, no,
or?
no. When he's a player, that happens to him a lot. So it has been dubbed the John Doom roll.
Oh, okay. Sorry, John, for having you mentioned in this episode. I hope you don't mind.
He'll be ecstatic. Anyway, so as you're looking around, the first thing you notice is that the shadows are very, very dark. Like the sunlight is streaming in through the window off to your right, and you're sitting in your bed, in the room that you share with 3 of your other sisters. And you notice none of your sisters are here, and all of their beds are already made. You got a bunk bed off to your left. The door into the room is in between your bed and the bunk bed. You're on the bottom bunk of another bunk bed. And the window is off to your right in the wall that your bunk bed is up against. And the sun is shining in, and wherever the light is not directly hitting, the darkness is almost an inky black. And as you're kind of staring at it, you notice that family photo that's sitting on the table at the end of your sister's twin or bunk bed kind of looks odd. And for almost a moment, you feel like everybody in that picture is very skeletal and emaciated looking. However, as you snap your eyes around to focus on it more thoroughly, you realize nothing's wrong with the picture. It just seemed to have been a trick of the eyes.
Mom,
Yes, darling.
I don't want to go.
Oh, but you need to go, my love. You absolutely must go.
No, Mom, I'm not going.
Oh, but Daisy, you're the guest of honor today.
Nope, not doing it.
And she looks down at you and she drops down into her matronly voice, and Daisy, you will get ready. And I need you to, where is my, oh, I need to drop you on here.
Chuck wouldn't talk to me like this.
And you should see, oh, dang it. Here I am.
I see a picture of my house.
You do see a picture of your house.
All
right.
I see me up in the top corner. I look kind of green.
Yeah. I've got you set as invisible for the moment.
Yep.
So that way, when everything happens later, then.
Well, everything was just a dream.
It does appear to have been a dream, but can you click on that fear check button for me?
Where am I looking fear check?
It is in the chat box.
Not in my chat box. I'm refreshing the screen.
It might be, for some reason it made it hidden. I don't know why it does that. Let me look at the macro.
I see it now. It says unknown NPC.
Yep.
Fear check. Fear roll.
Fear check.
Check. Okay. A token has to be selected first.
Select your token.
Well, I kind of lost myself.
You are down here.
I'm still loading the nightmare.
Ah.
Ooh, maybe this is the dream. Oh. It says I'm at 98%. Sorry, everybody.
All right.
Yeah, oh, there we go. There
Is
I
it there
am.
now? Yep.
Sorry if that was loud. I tried to fear check. Okay, multi-action penalty.
No multi-action penalty.
Value -4.
Yep.
Active. Choose a modifier. Do I need any modifiers?
You do not need any modifiers other than what's already applied.
Okay. So this is 2d6 also. Okay, here we go. With a Benny, do I get to see what happens first? Can I Benny this?
Well, you throw it in the dialogue, so that way it pops up and then you choose to roll the Benny after it comes up. As long as it is not. All right. So right now you're at -1.
Yeah,
You
I
could
see
click
that.
on that Benny box right there in the chat.
I see it. Why might one be having a fear check? Am I afraid or am I fearing others, making others afraid?
You are becoming afraid.
Oh.
I heard
That's not
dice
much better,
roll.
but
I mean, you still have 4 bennies if you want.
I know, but I feel like I might need them later.
Okay.
I know. Is that too much metagaming?
Nope.
I mean, it is my mom. I'm probably afraid of her. She can be mean. She has a bunch of kids, so of course she's going to be mean and she's going to yell at me and if I'm not doing what she wants to do. So, yeah, I have a little fear from my mom. She's a little bit mean. If only I would listen. That's my fault. I'm doing so much better when I listen. That Chuck I was
And
dreaming about was pretty nice though.
you quickly become panicked and you're going to try and run away.
Okay.
And as you do, she screams in rage at you. And as you kind of glances, because the window, that's your way out. That's how you're going to get out. And as you dive for the window and scrabble to try and throw it open, you see at her out of the corner of your eye. And Mum is gaunt, emaciated, almost looks like she's
She's
dried out.
real scary right now.
And as you scrabble at the window and you grab hold of it finally and you yank it up and get ready to dive out, you see all 6 of your sisters standing outside the window, almost waiting for you. And it freezes you in place for a moment. And then that's when you realize your left hand has pushed the window up. In your right hand is your peacemaker. And all of your sisters look very similar to Mum. And all of their hands are drawn back in kind of rictus claws. And they're kind of stumbling towards you with like this hungry glint in their eyes. What are you going to do?
I mean, this is my family. Hi guys, Mama Mom's being really mean and scary, and I don't like her right now. Can we run away?
And your oldest sister, Prim, looks at you and she says, "No, Daisy, we have to take you to your funeral so you can join us."
To my funeral? I'm not dead.
And
You
Lily,
are. Or I dreamed you were.
Lily looks over at you and says, "You're not dead yet, but you will be soon when Auntie takes your heart."
That was just a dream. I was going to visit her because you guys all died and you're here now. So we're all good.
I'm going to give you a Benny for like just staying with that. I love it. And as you're sitting there, pretty much in the full denial that only a kid can truly ascertain, all 6 of your sisters and your mum immediately rush forward trying to grab you. A couple of your sisters, the twins, are clawing at you, leaving you in your panic state automatically kicked into fight mode. And with that, we're going to do a quick combat. And I'm going to do this. And
This isn't how we used to play. Just throwing it out there. We would fight occasionally, but like something's weird.
something is definitely weird. And go ahead and click on that one so that way you can draw your card. And I'm going to draw. Oh, look at that. All right. So you have 3 rounds to get 4 tokens.
Okay.
In this instance, don't use your gun to make the shooting rolls. Just click on shooting if you're going to shoot from your character sheet or fighting. Excuse me. So as you get to go first, you don't have to worry about a target or anything. What are you going to do in this first round of quick combat? Oh, I need to click begin.
Oh, I'm not liking this, but I'm really scared. And you said I have my peacemaker out.
You do.
When did I get my peacemaker? Did I leave home with this, or is this something from my travels? I don't remember. I'm sorry.
You took it from Papa before you
Okay.
left. After he passed.
Okay. So I would know like if I'm thinking I'm gonna shoot twice at whoever the twins you said had me. You're muted. Am I not on?
I hit the mute button.
Okay, I was like, I can hear you talking through the floor.
So, nobody actually has a hold of you yet. They're just clawing at you and grabbing at you. So go ahead and make that first shooting roll with the multi-action penalty.
So shoot, just you said click the thing there.
Yeah, just the skill shooting.
A -2.
Correct.
Okay.
It should have it in the modifiers.
Multi-action penalty.
Yep.
It's at the top.
Yep.
Okay. And I roll that. I need a D8 and a D6. Okay, so I'm going to submit my rolls.
Nice. So that gives you 1 token. Let me.
And how many do I need?
You need a
4?
total of 4.
And how many rounds do I have to get 4?
You have 3 rounds to get 4 total.
That's not very good odds for me. I'm just saying, like, this is definitely in your advantage, cheater.
All right. So I'm going to share that. So you should be able to see it.
At least it's not like never mind.
All right. And then on their, whoops, I did not mean to do that. Then on their turn, this is just going to be a.
Don't I get 2 shots?
Oh, that's right. You still have your second shot. Thank you. Let me back up.
So I do shooting again?
Yep.
Do I do the -2 again?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Booyah! Chuck would be happy about that roll. I'm just saying. You're muted again.
1 for the success, 1 for the first raise, 1 for the second raise.
What?
And as you're looking around, you feel this rage take over as you
Well,
realize
yeah,
this is the first one.
that's pretty much me.
And you
I
spin
get
your
that
gun
from my
around,
mum.
and as it comes back into your hand, you just start slapping the hammer. And the first thing you realize is there were 6 sisters and your mum. You had already fired 1 shot. You still had a bullet for each and every one of them. And then, like all the gunslingers that you see in the dime novels or on the streets, you spin your gun around your finger and slam it back into your holster.
I'm gonna have to tell Chuck about this one. He might know why.
And with that, everything goes dark for a moment. And then you feel.
Hold on, is this dark like I can't see or like the sun went down dark?
Like
Am
you
I
can't see.
like I'm blind?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
And
I'm screaming.
as you're screaming, you can hear Auntie Riri chanting in some language that you don't understand. And then you feel a sharp pain in your left breast. And then it feels like somebody's reaching in and pulling the life right out of you. Every drop of it.
I'm screaming until I can't scream anymore.
But then you feel from behind you a cold, soul-chillingly cold hand rest on your shoulder. And then you hear a voice, even though you're screaming at the top of your lungs at that high pitch that only young kids can get to, which completely cancels out hearing of everybody. You're screaming and screaming and screaming, and then you hear a voice right next to your ear go, "Stand easy, child. If you want, I can help you."
Do I recognize the voice?
You do not.
It like shocks me into silence.
All you have to do is say yes, and we'll make Aunt Riri pay for what she's done to you and what she's done to your family. And as he says, what she's done to your family, you have this vision of standing outside your house, and you see Riri brazenly standing at one of the windows, looking in and watching. And then at the same time, not only are you seeing this from outside, your brain isn't able to completely comprehend. You're also seeing it from inside yourself at that same time. As you're going around and trying to treat your family, and they're dying one after another, and Riri's outside, and every death makes her smile, a wicked, evil smile, just grow that much bigger until finally you're the only one left. And that's when her smile is biggest of all. And she walks right into the house as you're there in your grief with your mom and your dad and all 6 of your sisters. And at that time, you didn't even notice her. You were so focused. And she sits down at the kitchen table and she pulls out a sheet of paper and she writes a quick note. And as you're looking at it, you realize this is the note that you thought your parents had left you.
They did leave me that note.
But as you're looking over her shoulder from that second perspective, this is the exact same note, and she's writing it in your mom's hand, and in the same letters that your mom writes.
No.
Like perfectly like your mom would do it.
No.
And then she folds it up, sticks it in the envelope, closes the envelope, writes, "To my dearest Daisy" on the front of it. And then you notice that she takes your father's gun belt and she lays it there, and your father's knife, and she lays it with the gun belt. And then she packs a bag for you. And this whole time you're like, you've walked by her as you're trying to take care of your family. You've walked by her several times and you never noticed her until you were seeing it from this other perspective at the same time.
No.
And as she walks out the door, you hear the voice again. "Well, Daisy, do you want my help, child?"
Who are you?
"A friend. A friend of your family's."
That didn't answer my question. Who are you?
"You can call me..."
Was that you laughing or the guy?
That was him.
Okay. Sorry.
"You can call me Bartholomew."
Okay, Bart.
"Do we have a deal, young one?"
I don't know. What's going on here, Bart?
"Your aunt, who isn't really your aunt, by the way. She killed your aunt
Yeah, I
and
know
took her
Aunt Riri
form.
wouldn't do all that stuff that you just I just
And
kind of saw.
then she was coming to steal your power because you
I
are the
don't have
7th
any
daughter.
power.
You do.
No, I'm just Daisy.
You are the 7th daughter of a 7th daughter. And that just kind of rings in your head because you know your mother also had 6 sisters, of which she was the youngest. Haven't you ever
Yeah.
noticed how sometimes things just go your way? Or somebody's trying to hurt you, and just when you think they've actually got you, something happens that just like knocks their wrist away when they're trying to shoot you.
But I'm just Daisy.
For now, you're just Daisy, but you can be so much more. I can help you get even with this woman who killed your family and is currently trying to kill you. I can help you come back and get the justice you deserve. I just need a place to stay, and all you have to do is say yes.
Like, you want to stay with me and Chuck and
No,
everyone?
no, just you. Only you will be able to talk with me. And not all the time. I won't always want to talk to you. Just
But I
sometimes
need a friend.
you'll still have your friends. Chuck and Jab.
Who's that?
Oh, you haven't met him yet. He's a nice man, a very nice man. And
I
of
don't like
course,
his name.
well, you know how it is. But don't forget Cole. And there's a nice new lady, Mabel. Or not Mabel, not Mabel. There I am, gently tapping on the fourth wall again. Starla. You'll like Starla. And I will be your secret friend. And all
I
you got to
love
do
secrets.
is let the devil out every once in a while. And I can help you more than you could ever imagine. What do you say, Daisy?
And can I tell Chuck?
You can tell Chuck. I'm not sure he'll believe you.
Well, you see, Chuck is like my buddy. He doesn't listen to much I say, though. I told him there was a bird following us, we were gonna find a bear, and he just like didn't believe me. And then all that stuff happened, and we fought a bear. Did you know we fought a bear?
I did. It almost killed Chuck.
Is Chuck okay?
Chuck is okay. And when you say yes, you'll be able to see him
Okay, let's go.
very soon. So your answer is yes?
Okay,
I
let's go
need
see
you
Chuck.
I need you to say yes, Daisy.
YES.
You almost feel like he's looking at you with that judgmental adult stare that you're not doing what the adult is asking you to do.
Can I see this?
You can't actually see him, but you can feel him close to you. Remember, it's super dark and you can't see anything.
I said YES.
You spelled it, Daisy. You didn't say yes.
Okay, let's go. Fine. Whatever.
Daisy, I need you to say the word.
Yes.
That's all I needed. And as you say yes, you feel like this cold pit
Worse than
sink
the cold
in.
from before?
Actually, very similar. It just sinks in and your whole body is cold at this point. Almost like you feel like you're never going to be warm again.
It's
And
kind of how
there
I felt yesterday.
wriggling at the back of your mind, you can feel Bartholomew kind of hanging out back there, almost seeming to hide inside of your head.
Bernadette,
And
do I have to talk out loud?
no, Daisy, you don't have to talk out loud.
But I thought we were going to be friends, and you were going to be my friend, and I
We
like
are
talking to
so
my
much
friends.
more than friends now, Daisy. We are one.
One set of
And
friends.
as he says that, the darkness is starting to light up a bit. and you are starting to hear screams and shouts and gunfire. And that's where we'll pick up next time. Thanks for watching and or listening, everyone. And remember, if you like a really nice set of dice, Norse Foundry, head on over to norsefoundry.com, get yourself a set of dice and put in the coupon code KOTSDT for 10% off your entire order. And if you like the maps that we use, head on over to arkenforge.com. Pick up Arkenforge Toolkit. Same coupon code, KOTSDT, will get you $5 off of each item that you pick up. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. And remember, keep it savage.
Bye.
This Actual Play podcast references the Savage Worlds game system and the Deadlands Weird West Savage setting, both of which are available from Pinnacle Entertainment Group at www.peginc.com. It is unofficial media content permitted under the Media Network Consent Agreement. This content is not managed, approved, or endorsed by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Certain portions of the materials used are the intellectual property of Pinnacle, and all rights are reserved. Savage Worlds, all related settings, and unique characters, locations, logos, and trademarks are all copyright of Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Tales from the Deadlands, Knights of the Smith Dinner Table, and all of its logos are property of Knightsmith Games, LLC. For more information, head to www.knightsofthesmithdinnertable.com.